'Twas a mellow morn of summer, when green was on the land. I drove alone for Appleby in ancient Westmoreland.
When it gets to this time of year and the grass on the verges is getting a bit longer and the sun's up earlier every day and the trees are in leaf, a lot of the blossom's been and gone, I want to get on the road and I want to get up to Appleby.
Flashing lane, the travellers dear.
Appleby's a very old fact. When we arrived in this country 500 years ago, travelling people were already in this country. They can go back 800-900 years and they were actually going to Appleby then. Back then it wasn't just a horse fair, it was horses, cattle, sheep, poultry, it was all kinds of things. Also the farmhands in the area, and each farm would have 30, 40 farmhands on each farm in them days. They had no machinery and things. They all got the wages on fair day of Appleby Fair. So all the farmhands would come down into the town and they would all have money in the pockets, a full year's wages in the pockets. Well, the gypsies found out about this, didn't they? And the gypsies went there telling fortunes and selling them stuff. They literally overrun it and they turned it into a horse fair, and that's how it become about.
And as I walked, I heard them talk, the gammon and rumney playing, and the thunder.
There's a real sense of community there, not just during the day, but at night time when everybody gathers around the campfire to tell stories, to sing songs. It's a great place for children. It's an educational setting to just learn about their culture and their traditions.
Appleby's a place where we get to meet other travellers and gypsies from across the country. It's a melting pot for travelling people. It gives us a sense of belonging, a sense of place. My family were traditionally horse dealers, and they would travel to Appleby since it began, and it was a key part and event in their shifting calendar each year. Now in Scotland today, most of our old horse fairs have disappeared, so Appleby is the one time of the year when young travellers can see what the old fairs were like, and they can see their history of maybe family horse dealing. They can actually see that played out before their eyes.
It'd take us a week or 10 days to get from Doncaster to Appleby. It'd maybe take us more, maybe take 3 weeks sometimes, because the men would want to do business with the farmers, with the Dales horses and the fell ponies. They'd want to do business with them and they'd take their time, and we used it as a holiday. We'd have to yoke the horses up and we'd have to drive 2 or 3 miles before we could get to a field or a hedgeside where we could pull a bit or a wood. There was that many caravans along the road in Appleby.
It's the only place where you'll see that many gypsies and travellers all together at one event. And I love looking at all the faces of all the people. I love thinking about the fact that we're the survivors of our ancient ancestors. They're the reason we're here today. And it's interesting. And it's the one place where you can get that many gypsies and travellers at a positive event.
I went to Appleby last year. It rained every day. The mud was up to your ankles, but it didn't do a thing to dampen the spirit. It was beautiful to get up at 5 in the morning and walk around and feel so safe with all my own people. Going down the Eden River and going down the town and seeing all the young ones in the river on the horse, absolutely lovely.
Some of my fondest memories and best times of my life have been at that fair, running up and down when I was a little lad, spending time with my friends as a teenager up and down there. There's genuinely nothing like it. It's quite upsetting that this year we're all not going to get to meet up there, have a good time and celebrate who we are.
I think Appleby's absolutely cushy because I can meet up with my friends and family, go to the stalls and have campfires and eat marshmallows, talk about memory.
I like Appleby for one simple reason. You can go and you travel all up and down the country, and for that 1 week in the 12th month of the year, you see all your friends. There's nothing left in your head, all you want to do is go down to Appleby, meet your friends, have a good drink, a sing-song, and if you're lucky you might have a bit of trade also.
Being at Appleby is like being at the centre of the gypsy world. The colours, the wagons, the traps, the horses, the people. It just made me feel like I'd come home.
I went to Appleby Horse Fair for the first time 2 years ago, and I remember thinking to myself, this place is wild. It's just got this fantastic chaos to it, and I'd never seen that many gypsies and travellers in one place before, or that many gypsies and travellers acting like themselves. You spend a lot of your life hiding part of yourself, hiding your ethnicity, and that's what Appleby was for me. It gave you the freedom to be a gypsy.
It's amazing to see hundreds, even thousands of members from our community travel from all over the country just to come to this one location to celebrate our traditions and our culture, and to me that is outstanding, and hopefully it will be happening for many years to come.
Another reason I love going is you hear people talking the Romany language, you know. You shouldn't have folk, he's rocker and Romanus, which is a rare thing. To hear someone who you're not related to speaking your own language is a rare thing for Gypsy people. Another precious thing. I'm very sad that Appleby Fair's cancelled this year. Obviously, that's had to be the case. It's like a centre point of these islands for travellers, Appleby Fair. For us, it's so important. You're in the news all the time, generally for bad reasons, and there's this one thing that makes travellers smile.
It's a complete celebration of everything that we are about.
But this is a link through time, and it's a good one.
Appleby takes traveller and gypsy culture from the margins of society, and it gives us the star role on a stage.
She said these words and disappeared from clean out of my sight, and faces filled the lane again with laughter in delight. She might have been my imagining when I saw her near again, but I won't forget the one I met on the famous flashing lane.